Okay, now we go Probes versus Zealot 2 here. This is going to hopefully be a small map game. And I'll be able to use it to provide some hints and tips for small maps. I think there are 3 people in this lobby, so it is certainly a small map. I shall do probe. Now, 2 very important rule changes on small maps that people need to be aware of. One is that gold bases unlock from the start, so there is no, you've got to wait to 5 minutes before you get to a gold base on a small map. Most of the small maps, I think there are 1 or 2 that don't quite work properly that way, which I've got to fix, but I'll worry about that separately. And the second rule change is no hunters. You can't have hunters on small maps. Just would not be anywhere near fair. So I don't know who this Zealot Nihal is. He was the he or she. Nihal, probably a he. Was the host in the lobby that wanted to start with a 1v1 two-player game. Oh yeah, I said why not? Yeah, Mihal's Russian. Obviously from look at that. Well, maybe from look at that, I'm interpreting that as Russian. And yeah, he's running around looking for people like me. Just found me by pathing me. Stop repairing the wall for a second and place these turrets. Alright. So yeah, secret of Zealot on small map is basically to acquire additional damage as fast as you bloody well can, effectively. Now I don't need that one, but I do need to make a wall here if I still have enough 14%. God damn it.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Alright, that should be my complete turret buff now.
Upgrade complete.
No, why don't I have a complete turret buff now? Anyway, let's not worry about that.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
The other guy leave? No, the other guy's down here. What's he doing? Oh yeah, he's just playing. Yeah, so not a good idea for the Zealot to get regen on a map like this, playing a game like this. Zealot would be much better off just getting damage. And I've just said that to allies instead of Zealot. Excuse me, it's being a Zealot that maybe doesn't speak English, which makes it a bit, no, it doesn't read English, which makes this a bit tricky, of course, trying to give hints and tips. Oh, but actually does write English because he spoke to me in the lobby, so that's alright, yes. So yes, Zealot can read English.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Yeah, get rid of the regen, man. Get rid of the regen. You really need damage, damage, damage. There's my 4 miners. That'll do for the moment.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, it's found the
Upgrade complete. Your allies'
found the other player. He'll probably feed him a bit now. Mistake.
upgrade complete.
Alright, now as probe here, I've missed a turret buff upgrade, but that's okay. I shall just stick like this.
Besieged.
I shall just stick like this, and I shall get a couple of advanced miners.
Your allies' base is besieged.
I want about 4k worth of miners at this stage. Standard turret buff model. By that I mean 4,000 Vespine spent in miners. For that first set of miners, it doesn't matter what combination you buy them in, they're all the same value. You just want the total value.
Upgrade complete.
There we go, it'll give me a mega wall in a second. But I should have upgraded my
Base is besieged.
should have upgraded my turrets. I'm not doing a very good turret buff here. Anyway.
Upgrade complete.
Doombity 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 doomba. Ooh.
Your allies' base
Minerals are way too cheap. Now I'm going to swap my mega wall out here so I can build turret 7s. The way in which I do that is to put a
upgrade complete.
ultra wall in the front there, ultra wall 1, and then come back and drop another mega wall in behind it. Like so. He should have 37 damage by now, although he doesn't. He doesn't, it's a pity.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Your allies' base is besieged.
Alright, what else are we going to worry about here now? So I'm just... Yeah. He's in trouble now. He's in trouble now. He teleported too. Wasted a teleport. Alright. What next? I think I shall feed him a little.
Upgrade complete.
I'll drop all those, get my next turret upgrade, my generator upgrade, which I didn't need to drop them for because I'm so mistimed on everything.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Alright, turn off my turrets.
Upgrade complete.
Generator 3.
Upgrade complete.
Should be enough. And yeah, about a 1335, 1340 gen max on a single map with lots of stuffed up turret buff bits. Not too bad. About normal.
Upgrade complete.
So yeah, still doable in 1330
Upgrade
quite readily. On a single map such as this, let's turn off most of those, leave 2 of them running.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Let's do it full. Alright, now, still at 13 damage. Big mistake, Zealot. Get more damage. Now, if we play another game after this one, and I will choose Zealot, and I will demonstrate the difference. I shall demonstrate the difference. Hopefully by winning. Maybe not. It's actually quite hard to win on a map like this. As probe, that is. Oh, as Zealot. Depends on whether they run or not. As Zealot, you can win quite convincingly if the players... you can lose quite convincingly if the players base and turret properly. I suppose you get all outcomes, really. I'm just trying to work out what it favours. It probably favours a good Zealot. Small map. A good Zealot versus small probes. The good Zealot will do very well.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
So we turn all the turrets off. Yeah, it's a bit risky for you to go back there, man. Mihal. Bit risque. This guy is better, but your damage is still too low.
Your allies' base is besieged.
Damage is still too low. I might just get another Ultra Miner.
Upgrade complete.
It's finally got 37 damage.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Now, I wonder if you can see them from there. He probably can. Yes, he ran away.
Upgrade complete.
Alright. Now, what I need space for now is a... And I will put a tower over here, Zealot detector, and I will put that there. Do I have room for one of these? Yes, there we go. Space management, there you are. And I shall get another Ultra Miner. Sorry, the Ultra Miner, why not?
Upgrade complete.
Now, of course, I can kill the Zealot at any point, but I don't need to because Kamikaze already did. Alright, let's try again. Which map are we going to get recommended this time? The same one. That'll do. And 1x mode as well, which makes it a fair comparison. Good. I should choose Zealot. Everyone wants Zealot. I'll get it, that's okay. Because I'm a premium Zealot. The way that works is that if your win ratios are above a certain percentage, you are roughly 50% more likely to get Zealot, i.e. Zealot selection favours the better Zealot. So in that scenario, one good Zealot versus in choosing to go Zealot versus two players that probably don't have very good stats. It's going to give it to the better Zealot. The game will bias the better Zealot. I've said that 3 times now, haven't I? I really should stop saying it. Now I'm going to do a few things here that, you know, I don't necessarily recommend for most people, but I'm going to teleport away there just so that I can get back here as quickly as possible with my 9 damage. With still no turrets, I don't think, although that void's a bit annoying. That void is annoying. But the point here is I need to ramp my damage as fast as I can. I'm going to do it every 200 at this point in the game. There's the other player over there. Alright. Kamikaze's stats aren't that bad. He might have been a decent Zealot, like a 300 obviously, because I wasn't paying attention. So as long as he stays there, I'll be happy. Now I might actually go 400 this time at 15. He's still not got any turrets on me. I wonder whether there's actually a Russian guide to this game or something that I don't know about that has the wrong information about it. Wrong information in it, like, you know, don't build turrets until you got generator 6 and stuff like that. Because there were people that used to play this game that way. So there could quite well be a Russian... hadn't thought about that. Could quite well be a Russian wiki or something somewhere. If anybody knows, let me know, please. Comment down below. Yeah. It's possible. I'll go to 800 this time. Because that should get me a nice bit of damage. Now I'm going to put my ring there. I'm going to sell everything by an 800. Actually, no, I'm going to buy a 1600 blade. And a 100 watt and buy a ring back. And I put the ring there for vision of the shop so that I can see the shop. That just allows me to select it easier. Now he's going to try and snipe me, is he? Don't think that'll work, not with 1 turret 6. But I must admit I should probably get a little bit of health at this point because he's trying to snipe me. Little bit of health. I don't need no regen. I just got to get out of there before that next void comes back. Because if I mistime it and he voids me again, I would be in trouble. In trouble, in trouble, in trouble, in trouble. 16, 8, and 400. And then go like that, and like that. That'll do. As I said, using cloak here in order to get speed and get back there faster. Can always go over here, although he's turreting up now as well, I notice. He's got two of them. Alright, I'll get better health. 32. 4. Damn, I need 800 here, really. Oh well, 700 will have to do. Well, he's got 3 now. Yeah, I'm going to use another stealthy strike here. Get a bit more health. Yeah, this guy's turreting up quite heavily, which is about the only way he can win this game. Alright. 32, 16, 16. And a ring, and I'm going to come over here. Feed off the other person. I might just turn off that logo for a minute. Now, I really don't know whether that guy has void or not. He might have had a well-timed void in there, which would be a little devastating. So I will do this. I will actually... one more. I will actually come over here now, because I know he's going to avoid me up front. How many has he got? 6 of them. There we go. That'll do. Am I going to break that wall? Not likely. But as you see here, the trick here is absolutely minimize your health to the point where you've got enough attack time to upgrade your damage, and spend every other penny you have in damage is the only way to win this style of game. As you can see there, I didn't care that he voided me again, but I'm going to run away at the 64 mark will do. So I'm going to do by 12. Ooh, a bit less damage this time. Okay. So I'll go 16 and 16. I have less health than I had before, which is why I'm going to run over to this guy over here. I'll save my last stealthy strike for a visit back with him. For a visit back with him with no, actually no, I won't. Because I was hoping, what I was hoping there was that I would get to another 12,000, but I didn't get that far. So I'm going to come over here instead and feed off this guy. And try not to break his wall. I don't want to break his wall, people. Gotta listen to this. Don't want to break his wall. Because that would mean 1600. Yeah, my damage is not ramping up here as fast as I want it to. Alright. Because then I would have no more feed if I break his wall. Where am I at? 27. Come on. I better go back over there. This guy's got a mega wall. He'll do. He's a better feed. I get away with 2 with 16 and oh, I don't get to 32. Let's see, how much health can I get over here? Might be enough for this guy. We'll try it. We'll risk it. Unless he goes multiple turret 17s on me. Actually, I'll save this. I'll use the last stealthy strike as well. I'll use a stealthy strike on him. Okay. I might even teleport back home. Yeah, you'll notice here that there are no voids, there are no attempted traps going on, none of that other good stuff. Oops. Actually, no, I do want to do that, and then I want to do that. Just to maximize my health. Oops. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Didn't really want to do that. What might that total? Alright. And I need 0 boots again. Yeah, so you notice the damage configuration here. 256, 256, 256. There's gloves built into the Pro Blade, so I've got quite a good damage rate here. And I basically just farm here until I've got enough for Vespine at the 17-minute mark, which is a bit late. Alright, there's my first Vespine. Yeah, it takes a bit of careful feeding here to get to the point in the game where oh, and I just underestimated. So at this point on a 2-play map, I can basically kill all the probes. I can kill all the probes if I choose to, if they're not high enough. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to kill them all. Because it's game over. Having got to Vespine with neither of these guys, I don't think he got the final turret max gen, did he? Yes, he did get to max gen. Now this guy might. Alright, let's get another Vespine Blade. Second blade, once again, you'll notice, focusing on damage, 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 and nothing much else. Once again, run back, damage, 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 although this time I might have to toss that regen. So I now have 4 Vespine blades, but no regen. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here how I do this. Make sure the void from the other player. I got in good. Alright. Kill off his generator, and that's it. GG. Where'd the other guy go, I wonder? Convert everything into Vesp. Get all 2 Vesp boots should do. 1 Vesp, 1 Vesp, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so for a 1 probe without a Gen Max, I'm basically invulnerable and game over at this stage. Where's his probe though? There it is. Alright, there we go. So that's how you Zealot. Damage, 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 damage. Did I say that enough times? Playing Zealot small maps. Actually, playing Zealot any map. focus on the damage. Let's see whether the other player here wants to turn at Zealot. Ooh, 2 times mode. Yeah, let's play one times loaded mode as well. Yep, they do both want to go at Zealot. So let's do that. Let's record another game with them playing Zealot. I will go down here. Will I? No really good choices for gold bases on this map. They're not great locations. Not at all. Now who got it? Kamikaze got it. Let's see what Kamikaze's like. As a Zealot.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, I misplaced that generator, didn't I really?
Upgrade complete.
Bit dangerous here. So I've misplaced a few things, misdone a few things, and this map is not as good as the other.
Upgrade complete.
So let's just upgrade these guys. Should get me to 28%. Yep, there we go. Okay, so first things first, he's collecting a bit of damage, probably too much. He should probably have gone back to base like that and got
Upgrade complete.
some more
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
more health already.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Okay, looks like I'm going to play a 6 turret buff.
Upgrade complete.
Not an 8 turret buff.
Upgrade complete.
Things you do.
Upgrade complete.
And yes, you'll see he went straight to maximum damage. Much better Zealot. Or much better approach to being Zealot. Yeah, I can do that, can't I?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Oops.
Complete.
Get back in there and repair that wall.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Now, of course, I could trap him at this stage, but I could have trapped him if I'd said that 3 seconds earlier. However, I'm not going to do that because, for the purposes of this recording, I'm demonstrating other things.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Here we go. That's how I fit 8 in.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete is besieged. Upgrade complete.
Now I need 4 of them to be upgraded again
Upgrade complete.
to get my buff, and then I need to buy.
Upgrade complete.
I need to buy minerals. Yeah, this Zealot's doing all right.
Your allies' base is besieged. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Your allies' base is besieged. Your allies' base is besieged. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Your allies' base is besieged. Upgrade complete.
Work out what that means. It says I something, I Russian. So I suspect what that means. Which I think means he's trying to tell me he doesn't understand.
Base is besieged.
Four.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
He's gone down the two.
Upgrade complete.
Oops, I've got to get my market back so that I can upgrade my turrets.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Now I really should trap him at this point, but I'm not going to.
Upgrade complete.
Although maybe trapping him once will make him teleport away. Maybe.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to keep my turret 7s there just to keep the pressure on the Zealot.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Your allies' base is besieged.
I'm still one turret short, am I?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Yep, still one turret short.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, let's try that.
Upgrade complete.
Now.
Your allies' base is besieged.
Such a squeezy little base. Such a squeezy little base. Big problem we're going to have here now is that this Zealot is going to feed off Mihail. We'll feed off Mihail. And me, I guess. Yeah. Yep. This Zealot's cruise and he's going to win. He will win. Because he knows what he's doing. He knows. Basic problem here is I'm forced to put economy into my wall, so I don't actually have enough economy to upgrade my... the wall will be okay now for a while. Don't actually have enough economy to upgrade my turrets, which I can do now, though, that I've done the wall upgrade. Otherwise he would have broken the wall. He's spending a bit too long feeding, but not significantly. So he should have... 128, whatever, yeah, let's just sell some and upgrade that. Sell some minerals, upgrade that generator without selling the turrets. He wants 2,000, does he? Yeah, why not? I'll give him 2,000. Give him another 2,000. That'll do. What's he going to do with it? Come on, Michal. What are you going to do with my 4,000 Vespine? Oh, you need to upgrade your wall. Is that your problem? Is that your problem? You need to upgrade your wall. What do I need to do? I'm going to upgrade my wall as well. What have I got? 6k in miners. Not really enough.
Upgrade complete.
Not really. I can upgrade one of them though.
Upgrade complete.
Nope, sorry, don't have enough.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Those two don't reach him. Let's not worry about them. Alright, let's try this, see if it works. Because I wouldn't want to lose a game as Zealot, lose a game as Probe on a recording. That would be unacceptable. So we might just get a bit nasty here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, he's feeding well. No, buggered. That's not going to work because I can't even trap him now because he's got regen as well as health. So he's not even trappable at this point.
Upgrade complete.
Ha! And he should have got Vespine faster than I did. Well, he should have got Vespine. He's actually making a big mistake here not having Vespine damage. He should have done that already. Can I get it so that I can actually damage him? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Okay, he's won. Good. Mistake there. Should have got Vesp damage long ago. 17:23. 23 seconds after I did. Yeah, I can give you stuff. Why not? It's too late though. Game over, man. Game over. Let's see what you do with it. So that would suggest that what I need to do now is make another video of how to beat a Zealot like this on a small map. Obviously I could have trapped him very early before and would probably have had a chance of getting him in how I've done that. Just trying to think of other ways of doing it. A bit hard actually, a bit hard. Have to think about it. Yeah, anyway, there's another game for you. If you feel like making comments, please put them below. I'll see you later.